Pads should be free. After all, they're a basic human necessity for female hygiene, and 50% of the population uses them. But here's the thing, they can't be, and this is why. I don't know, it's kind of basic common sense, but if you never really thought about it before, in order to produce an item, first of all, you have to get the materials for the item. And if the materials aren't naturally sourced in your local area where the factory is, you're going to need to purchase them from another seller. I mean, that could be international, that could be local, but they're not just going to ship these products to you for free because that takes a lot of time and resources and labor. So in order to get the products to make it, you have to pay. That's one thing. So imagine you're the business, right? Imagine your Always or your Tampax or your whatever brand you choose, right? So first of all, now you have to get the products, and if they're not, available, they're not resourced locally where you can just go out and pick your own cotton or, make your own plastic or whatever it is that you need, then you have to have somebody ship it to you. Secondly, labor isn't free. Yeah, even though it's a basic necessity for half of the world's population, even if half of the workers who are making the product, use it and need it, they are not going to stand on their feet for 12 hours a day, every day, operating the machinery, lifting things, packaging things for free. Their time is also valuable. So you're also going to have to pay your employees to make that. So in order to have these available to every woman in the world, you as the company are going to go broke because you're not going to have enough money to give to the employees or to purchase the products necessary to make it. So it's not going to happen, especially since it is such a highly demanded product. Think about it, if 50% of the world's population uses pads and feminine hygiene products, that's a lot of pads. That's a lot of materials, and that's a lot of employees that you're going to need to pay for as the company. The company is not going to gain anything, and therefore they're not going to be able to afford to make these things. So they have to get revenue from the buyer. And that is why we have to pay for pads. Now, I understand I don't really like pink tax. I think it is ridiculous because I've literally seen examples of things that weren't even feminine hygiene products that cost more than men's, like deodorants and razors, things of that nature. I think that's extremely weird and very sexist, and I don't understand why. I do understand that certain dyes, the certain materials you need to create, like especially like red dye at a time, was very hard to come by, so that's why certain like paint colors or certain colors of products cost more. And since red, which I heard that you need like a little bit of gold to make red. I don't know how true that is. But red used to be, and I don't know about now, but red used to be really hard to manufacture, especially in cars. So, obviously, anything pink, I mean, what's in the color pink? Red and white, right? It's just a light version of red. So that's probably part of why it costs more. I don't know. I'm not a genius on this fact. I do agree that I don't think that pads should be as expensive as they are, especially since only half of the world's population uses it. But I do understand that it can never possibly be free. If that were true, I think toilet paper would be free too. But that is all of the world's population, except maybe people who use bidets, which honestly is probably the better option, but not everyone can afford that, or just, preferences, tradition, all those factors. But overall, I think that it's just genuinely not possible to make pads free for everyone. And I'm sorry, it's the truth, but I'm okay with that. I'm willing to pay a little bit Maybe not as much as I do pay for it. But yeah, it's stupid, I get it, but it just kind of frustrates me a little bit when I read comments and I hear people say that pads should be totally free. That's just not logistically possible. So, I'm glad I could break that down for you if it made sense. If you have any more questions, then I probably won't be able to answer them because that's no, but you're good, man. You're good. But thanks.